You don't get married for this reason. Now, if you get married for this reason, the other, you will never have that. Where is the dharma there? Where is both looking to uphold dharma? Where is this? Where is this yajna? Where is this yajna karma happening? Where is this dharma patni happening? Where is uphold? Nothing of that will happen, isn't it? Able to follow? Nothing of this will happen. They may continue to live together, but what will happen is no dharma will be happening in that. It means the purpose of the very marriage itself becomes very, very redundant. That's what he says. Though considered as one of the reasons, you don't get married for security. If all the 6 reasons are there, you should get married. It is a samskara. It's a purification process. Very, very few can afford to be single. Don't put a full stop there. Can afford to be single, comma, follow the path of dharma, chitta shuddhi, attain moksha. Don't put a full stop there. But then what happens is, if you put a full stop, very few can afford to be single, full stop, you will have a problem. No, don't put a full stop there. What you have to understand is, by being single, the person can be the person can be dharmic in nature, do the proper spiritual practices, attain chitta shuddhi, get into moksha. The purpose of life can be achieved even by a few have achieved it by being single. But that is point, not infinitesimal percentage. Since it is of infinitesimal percentage, we don't talk about it at all. We don't talk about it. Very few can naturally jump from brahmachari to sannyasa. Understand it? Are you able to follow now? Very few can naturally jump from brahmachari to sannyasa. Clear? It happened to only one lady, no? Isn't it? The saint lady, from being here, she just went to the, she is able to jump to the other extreme. Now, those kind of things are very, very rare. There will be a very rare Ramana. There will be a very rare Shankaracharya. That 5, 6, which you find over thousands of years, don't become the norm. Therefore, what happens? Go through the process. What is the process? Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. So, this is the order. Now, people don't understand the role of marriage at all in the sequence of life. Without having any understanding of the marriage in this sequence of life, they have this problem. What is it? Committing oneself to a partnership. Committing oneself to a partnership in the Vedic vision, it's not a life partnership. That is why from Grihastha, you are supposed to mature into Vanaprastha. From Vanaprastha, you are supposed to mature into Sannyasa. But then what happened is, again, marriage is misunderstood as a life commitment. It's not a life. In fact, your only commitment, your life commitment is only to Dharma. Please understand that. In Vedantic vision, in Vedic vision, in Vedic Vedantic understanding, your commitment is to Dharma, not to the person. The misunderstanding is Dharma is never brought into picture at all, and the commitment is tied to a human being. See, when we are saying this, we are not saying commitment is not required. We are not saying that. Please understand. As long as you are in the Grihastha ashrama, you need to, as long as you are in the Grihastha ashrama, you need to be that. So the dharma of the Grihastha ashrama should not be violated at any cost. That should not be violated. We are not saying you can be, see what is happening is the misunderstanding of these principles of Vedanta makes a person not adhere to any dharma of Grihastha. He will not be adhering to any dharma of any ashrama. Grihastha ashrama dharma kadayadu. Anaprastha ashrama there is no dharma. Sannyasa ashrama there is no dharma. Clear? That's why you find all the sannyasis in jail, isn't it? If all the sannyasis are in prison, there is no dharma that is being. What is the dharma of that ashrama? See, unless you have followed the ashrama, unless you have followed the dharma of the previous ashrama, you can never mature into the dharma of the next ashrama, Therefore, marriage is not a commitment to a person for lifetime. Marriage is a commitment to both adhering to dharma. It means the commitment is to the person or the commitment is to dharma. The commitment is not to the person, the commitment is to the dharma. Here dharma, and then what is the first lesson of dharma? Irrespective of who the other is, don't go into the qualities, don't go into the attributes, don't go into anything of that person. Whoever that person is, you are married, stick to that. Now, what do you do? Look at the dharma sukshma. Are you able to follow? See, people don't understand it. That's why they say, see, they hear these kind of sentences, they hear these kind of discourses, they believe that they can lead a very indisciplined, immoral way of life, thinking that it's only, it's a, because in class only it is said it is not commitment to a person. No, sir. No, no, no. They are not saying you don't have a commitment to a person. Definitely that's not said. Your commitment is to dharma. And what dharma says? You are not committed to a person because of infatuation or anything. You are committed to a person because of the person helped you in following the path of dharma. It is because of gratitude. It is because of affection and gratitude. The Grihastha ashrama survives. Are you able to follow? It survives because of gratitude. It survives because of what is gratitude? The other is helping you to do the dharma. Therefore, it doesn't mean that an indisciplined way of life. Dharma is very, you are not committed to a person, you are committed to dharma. It means obviously you should ask, what is dharma? You can't go by your own definition of dharma. Are you able to follow now? Because the word dharma itself you are hearing from Shastra. If the word dharma itself you are hearing from Shastra, you have to stick to the definition of dharma given by the Shastra only. Isn't it? If you are hearing a technical word from a science, you need to accept the definition of you need to accept the definition of that science. You can't have your own meaning of it. Are you able to follow? Since you are hearing about dharma from the Shastra, who defines dharma now for you? The Shastra defines. And what is dharma? It says according to the ashrama. In brahmacharya ashrama, there is a dharma. In grihastha ashrama, there is the dharma. In vanaprastha ashrama, there is the dharma. In sannyasa ashrama, there is dharma. Dharma means law. Dharma means law. Law means, what is a simple way of saying law? Truths. What is the simplest way of saying law? Rule. Rule. Dharma means law. Law means rule. Rule means rule means. See, what does the rule means? Huh? Do's and don'ts. Rule means do's and don'ts. Therefore, dharma means a set of do's and don'ts that don't change. Dharma means a set of do's and don'ts that doesn't change. Sanatana dharma. Dharma means a set of do's and don'ts, isn't it? So we say constitution. What is constitution? Constitution, sir. Constitution means what? Set of rules. Set of rules means avladha, isn't it? So instead of complicating it, say hmm, do's and don'ts na discipline artha. Do's and don'ts means discipline. So dharma equals law. Law equals do's and don'ts. And mind doesn't like do's and don'ts. Yeah, mind doesn't like do's and don'ts. It will say, who are you to tell me? I will do what I I will do what I want. Listen, I will do what I want. Rules. No, no. You can't do what you can't do what you want. You are in this condition because you have been doing what you want. Yeah. Are you able to follow now? See, we are in this condition because we have been simply doing what we want. That's why we are in this condition. Therefore, dharma doesn't mean continuity of the same life. Dharma doesn't mean continuity of the same life. Now, what does dharma means now? Dharma means a shift from that life. What is the shift? Dharma equals law. Law equals do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts means discipline. Dharma by nature is preventive. Dharma by nature is preventive and punitive. Punitive. It is preventive and punitive. Preventive na telling you, cautioning you. If you don't adhere to the caution, punitive. So dharma equals law. Law equals do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts equals disciplines. Disciplines na preventive and punitive. Obey panna, you will be saved. Obey panlana, you will be adhan dharma, isn't it? Why make it so big? That is, and this dharma differs according to the ashrama. The dharma differs according to the ashrama. The dharma of the brahmachari. The Brahma, what is the dharma of the brahmachari ashrama? He need not worry about tuition fees. He only has to study, understand Guru Seva. For Guru Seva is the dharma for a brahmachari. And Guru Seva again becomes the dharma of the sannyasi. Grihastha, what is the dharma? Dhanam. Dhanam is the dharma. இவருக்கு ஃபோக்கஸே அது கொடுக்கூடாதுன்றதுதானே இல்லையா? focus is to so dharma comes and says, for a grihastha ashrama, what is dharma? Dhanam, give. Simply you earn for what? To give. The earning is for my future safety, no? Isn't it? Yeah. So similarly, there is dharma for each and there is. So what you should do and what you should not do, isn't it? That's what Krishna asks. When he played the flute and all the gopis came, he started taunting them, saying, you have violated the dharma. What is the dharma? Guru Seva, dropping everything and doing Guru Seva is a dharma for brahmachari and sannyasi, not for grihastha. And all of you are all grihasthas. You left all your dharma and standing around me dancing. How adharmic you people are. Krishna is asking the gopis. Beautiful discourse on dharma there you get. What a beautiful discourse on dharma you get between Krishna and the gopis. You follow? Therefore, it is very clear the role of dharma according to the ashrama. Never forget this formula. Dharma equals, what did I say? Dharma equals law. Law equals do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts equals discipline. Discipline means preventive and